Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for week number 4 of the Dirtkars Modified series. We are live from Huset's Speedway. These guys are just finishing up practice. And then we'll get to our heat races tonight. Looks like we're going to have 7 cars, 2 heats, 4 and 3. Where they finish in their heat races, we're going to determine where they're going to start in the A main. Once again, Michael Steele's got that fastest car here tonight. No shocker there. Just about 2/10 over Walker. Alright, well, these guys are getting graded up for our heat race. We're going to see if we can't find our points real quick. So coming into tonight, Michael Steele has a 10-point lead over second place of Josh Walker. Jason Smith is up 5 positions from the week before. He is up into third. Ray Andrews in second. Michael Hermes drops 2 spots and is in fifth. Devin Smith in sixth. Justin Walbring in 7th. Aaron Murphy is in 8th. Sean Patrick in 9th, tied with Kinzer Tosh. Looks like we're missing a couple of those guys tonight. I know Sean Patrick is having internet issues. They got some pretty bad storms roll through his area, so he will be taking last place points for this evening. We do have our field out on the track. Let's go over our starting lineup real quick. Jason Smith in that number 8 car on the inside front row. Daniel Northcutt in that 77 outside. Ray Andrews in the 88 inside. Michael Steele shotgun on the field. Alrighty. One more time around. Pace car is going to dip off down the back straightaway. And Jason Smith is going to lead us to the green flag. Lights are up on the pace car. Exiting turn number 4, Northcutt and Smith lead us to the green flag. Ooh, Northcutt does not get a good start. Gets a little bump from Michael Steele. Ray Andrews going to send it in deep, drift up, and Michael Steele is looking to take advantage of that. Ray Smith. Ray Andrews looks to be having problems early on in this one, as he is in the pits. Smith running that high side as Northcutt and Steele battle side by side for P2. Northcutt trying a hairy Gant line up there. High, wide, and handsome. Ooh, we got some contact between the 8 and the 5. That's going to allow Northcutt on that high side to keep the momentum and take over the lead, at least temporarily. Oh, he gets sideways crashes. Oh, all over the place.
Jason, that was not on purpose. I did not see what was going on.
Michael Steele's going to end up coming home with the victory on this one. Mayhem ensued. Daniel Northcutt got really loose. Came around, got into some contact with the 8 car, shot up into the outside wall, ending his race. Smith fishtailed down the front straightaway, ended up running into Michael Steele. He's still able to continue, but Michael Steele's got a 2-second lead now, with just 2 laps to go. Coming to the white flag, the number 5 car, Michael Steele.
That was on me. I got up on that top and it got bumpy and bounced the car and turned me down.
You can hear Daniel Northcutt explaining what happened from his point of view. Michael Steele with the victory. And some extra bonus points for his championship. Alright, heat race number 2. On the front row, we got Michael Hermes and Justin Walbring. And Josh Walker is going to roll off in P3. Quick shout out to Justin Wahlberg for allowing me to paint that 33 car for him this season. If you like what you see, check out FALCONGRAFIX.
I still think that the paint speed here sucks.
Alright, we're going to get the green coming out of turn number 4. Hermes and Walbring heading off into turn number 1. Ooh, Justin pushes. That's going to open the door for Walker. Walker right down next to that berm. '51 of Hermes focusing on the track in front of him, hitting his marks. Jump on board with the 51. You can watch how he works that wheel. Five laps to go for Michael Hermes, Josh Walker, and Justin Walbring. Josh Walker getting up into the wall, getting a little sideways in second. White flag is in the air for Michael Hermes. Hermes had to take a provisional last week. Some tornadoes ran through his town. And that's going to do it for our heat race number 2, Michael Hermes. All right, folks, we got a couple minutes while these guys run this track in just a little bit more. You got some time to dip on down to the beer garden, get yourself a refreshing cold beverage, and don't forget to run on down to the chicken shack and say hello to Randy. Tonight's special is popcorn shrimp for $4.99 with an order of fries. You can get that for $6.99. So go on down to the chicken shack and check out some of the goodies. All right, race fans. Our A main is gritting up and we're getting ready to go green flag racing. 50 laps here of the distance tonight. Here's our starting lineup. Our heat race winners on the front row, Michael Steele and Mike Hermes. Row number 2, Jason Smith and Josh Walker. Daniel Norcutt and Justin Walbring. Ray Andrews shotgun on the field. Michael Steele looking to get another win. So far, only Josh Walker has been able to dethrone him. We're going to go green. All right, drivers, we go on green for the initial start. Delaware style restarts after that. rivals, first and second last season in points, Hermes and Steele. Hermes needs to make up some ground after missing last week and only being able to take provisional points. We'll see what he's got in store for Michael Steele. Truck is dipping up. We're going to go green coming out of turn number 4 here. Green flag is in the air. Hermes gets a good launch on that high side. They're going to be side by side as they go into turns 1 and 2. Hermes has got the momentum. Josh Walker looking to follow him through. Michael Steele trying to battle back to the bottom. Hermes is going to power by keeping that momentum up on that high side. Walker's falling around. He's going to take over P2. Justin Walbring holding on to 4th. Smith in 5th. Northcutt 6th. Andrews in 7th. Michael Steele trying to find some kind of speed down there on the bottom. Fastest lap so far has been set by Josh Walker as he's looking to make a move on the outside of the 51. He's got the momentum coming down the front straightaway going into turns 1 and 2. They're going to be side by side. Walker's going to power by coming out of turns 2. This lap will be led by Walker. Steele gaining up ground on Hermes. Looking to the inside as we exit turn number 2. Walker with just about a half a second lead over second and third, but that is not much on dirt. Steele fading a little bit as he's searching different lines, trying to find some speed, trying to give that number 5 some grip. Michael Steele able to close that gap back up on second. Michael might have found a little something. Hey Karen, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. We are live from Huset Speedway. Michael Steele all over the back bumper right now of Hermes. Josh Walker still within sight of these two. Steele trying that bottom. Steele trying every different line he can to try to get some traction. And a little bump there from Steele to the 51. Josh Walker up front, happy to see these guys battling. Michael Steele able to pull up side by side in the corner, but doesn't have the power coming out. The longer these two battle, the more Walker's position is safe. Oh, a little bit of contact is made. Caution is out. 51 is stopped on the front straightaway. We'll get him re-racked, restacked here in just a second. Get back to green flag action. Alright, for those of you who don't know how a Delaware style restarts goes, the leader will be on the point by himself. The second place car gets lane choice. Michael has opted for the inside line. Jason Smith will be on the outside, and now we do our restarts on the leader, so when he goes, the field goes. That's going to bunch this field back up. Michael Steele looking to make a move on Josh Walker. But he's got to be careful. It might open up the door for that number 8 car of Jason Smith. Steele moving down to the bottom now. Back up to the high side in 1 and 2. He was in the bottom in 3 and 4. Losing a little bit of ground to Walker on that lap. Michael Steele stepping it up to the top side. Ooh, catches the wall with that right rear. Right to the back bumper of that 2 car. We are just over halfway through our A-main event. We've only had 1 caution so far. Unfortunately, it didn't claim the 51 of Mike Hermes. He is in the infield working on repairs. Steele trying everything he can to try to gain on the 2 car Walker, try to get him run on him. Walker's looking pretty strong so far here. He's led the first half of the race. Fastest lap of the night has been set by Michael Steele, only by 1/100th of a second over Walker. Steele can get to him, he just can't seem to get around him. Jason Smith up into the wall, he's going to fall back. Gotta be too careful so he doesn't fall too far back into the hands of Justin Walbring. Steele with a big throw in that one. Walker looks like he might be getting a little nervous. Touching the wall, that's going to slow him up. .15 laps to go for our leaders. Josh Walker and Michael Steele in second. Back in third place, we got the number 8 car of Jason Smith. Justin Walbring in that brand new number 33 Lethal Chassis. Yeah, Karen, thanks for jumping in and watching us on YouTube. Ray Andrews currently running in 5th place in that number 8 car, or 88 car. Daniel Northcutt in 6th with the 77. Back up front, 12 laps to go. We got a battle heating up. Michael Steele's going to throw that one down in there deep, going through 1 and 2. A little bit of contact might have been made, but nothing too bad. Didn't upset either car. Michael Steele trying to drive the wheels off that thing. He's been all over Walker since that restart. Michael trying to diamond out the corner that time. Get a run off. Michael Steele is right there. 8 laps to go for Walker and Steele. Who's your money on? Oh, contact. Walker up high, Steele down low. Steele with a slight advantage as they go into turns 3 and 4, I do believe that is. But Walker has the power down the straightaway. 6 laps to go. Steele right to the back bumper again. 5 laps. Gonna be coming to 4 to go. Sends it in deep. Coming to 3 to go for Josh Walker. They are catching up the lap cars of Andrews. 2 laps to go. That might play a role. Michael Steele hard charging now. They're going to be coming to the 1 to go. White flag is in the air for Josh Walker. Can he hold on to it? Walker coming out of turn 4. He's going to hold on to the win. Michael Steele in 2nd. Smith in 3rd. All right, we'll give these drivers just a minute to jump up in the booth and get some interviews going. All right, driver of that number 8 car finishing 3rd tonight. We got Jason Smith. How you doing, Jason?
Good. I'm sweating.
Man, you made it interesting after that restart, but it looked like you fell back. I don't know if you got into that outside wall just a little bit or what happened there.
Yeah, at a couple corners I got tight. I tapped the wall, I think, once coming off of 4. Didn't screw me up too bad, but I was just having a hard time turning towards the end. Couldn't really find the balance of the car anymore.
That makes it a bit difficult, but man, that number 8 car was pretty quick there for a while.
Yeah, I was kind of feather footing for a little while around the bottom, just seeing if I'd find anything. Then once I started getting blown by on the top, I'm like, okay, time to giddy up and go here.
Well, looks like the 51 might have had a catastrophic crash. It looked like he got into the outside wall, but the crash didn't look too bad. Did you see anything more from your perspective?
I saw him right up. It looked like coming out of when I came out of two, and then he was just on his lid. So I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but he probably just spun himself around hitting the wall off of two. Honestly.
Gotcha, gotcha. Well, that number 8 car is looking pretty quick. Where are you sitting at in points? Do you know?
Maybe top 5 now. Maybe.
Let's take a quick look. Hold on.
I didn't have a very good run at Fairbury, so.
Fairbury's a tough track. All right, we'll get these points updated real quick, and then we'll see where you're sitting. Heat. Dirtkars. Okay, import. All right. Jason Smith, you are in third, sir.
Oh boy.
You're 18 points behind Josh Walker and 27 behind Michael Steele.
Okay, so I got some work to do.
A little
Both
bit.
of them are going to be the Titans to beat in this series. I can see that already.
Yes, sir. You definitely got to get some good heat points.
Yeah, that heat race definitely set me back a little bit. I feel like I should have stayed up top, but I'm like, try the bottom like I did in Street Stocks. Yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah, and then the 77 came around and tagged you right in the door, messed you all up.
Yeah, I felt bad at first. I thought it was me, but then he's like, nope, I spun into you. I'm like, perfect. Just what I needed to hear. Didn't want it to happen, but at least it wasn't me.
Yeah, he was completely sideways. Well,
But that's
congratulations.
racing.
Oh, it is. It definitely happens. We've all been there.
Yep.
Well, congratulations on your third place finish. Who do you want to give a shout out to tonight?
J&J Virtual Motorsports, Wellman Misfit Racing, Ohio Valley Sim Sports, and Misfit Creations.
All right, buddy. You have a wonderful night, and we'll see you back next week.
Sounds good. Have a good night, buddy.
You too. All right, after winning the heat race, falling back at the start of this feature, battled his way back up to second, Mr. Michael Steele.
Hey, what's going on, buddy? You got a copy?
I do, sir. How you doing?
Man, frustrated in a lot of ways, but yeah, happy to come away at the second place. Just hate a lot of things that how the race played out.
Yeah, there's a little bit of contact between you and the 51. It looked like it might have sent the 51 up into the wall and ended his night, but it was hard to tell.
Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely probably bent his right front or broke his right front, but yeah, I mean, I was on his ass that whole time up until that point, and tried really hard to work around on the bottom and make a pass, and just couldn't ever make it happen, unfortunately. And so I kind of had to start pushing the middle. And I mean, felt like I gave him the whole upper part of the lane, but I know he doesn't run a mirror, so I don't know. Hate that took out Hermes, but like I said, I left the lane. He was already committed to where he was going, and I was kind of committed to where I was going. So
And after that restart, man, you were all over that 2 car.
yeah, the track was just super. I mean, same thing. Trying to get around Hermes, the track was just super one lane, and I knew I had to pass. I mean, I had the speed if I got out front, and I felt like I was going to pull away by a good margin. It's just there's nothing on the bottom. You try to run the middle, and it gets so tight out there that just tough night.
Yeah, those last 15 laps, you guys put on a pretty good show. Man, you were underneath them, you were above them, you were all over that car, but just like you said, you couldn't get a good run coming off the corners and couldn't get that power to the ground.
No, yeah. I mean, I honestly needed him to slip up to the bottom of the track rather than he hit the wall a few times, but the track's so narrow up there that I couldn't really get around him and keep the momentum up. I always had to go to the middle and lose momentum or whatever, and he was able to kind of keep it planted and just keep going. So yeah, I just needed some sort of mistake, and it never really happened the way I needed it.
Yep. Well, I've added up the points, and you're going to walk out of here tonight with still a 9-point lead over Josh Walker.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thankful for the double points or whatever it was. I guess the first week of the reason why Josh and I aren't closer from street stocks to the modified. So yeah, bummer race leading in the street stocks earlier and having some damage and kind of going south from there. And uh, yeah, like I said, had a fast car tonight, just couldn't really do anything with it.
Yes, sir. Actually, while I got you, let's take a look at the street stock points real quick. Hold on.
I looked at it earlier, Josh, and I think Josh and I are tied now.
Oh, okay. I knew it was going to be close.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks to know that I had 3 wins and he has 1, and I'm tied with somebody. But yeah, it is what it is. So I know that I had a terrible finish tonight with us having 8 cars, and I tried so hard to manage my oil temp and all that. I saw my light come on and tried so hard to manage it, and yeah, it just didn't happen.
Yes, you guys are tied, and then Joey Brewer gained a position. He is up to third, 24 points back, and then I'm in fourth, 28 points back.
Yeah, it'll be a fun rest of the season. I honestly didn't even know where we are at tonight until earlier today, and I looked, so I don't know where we're at next week, but try to hopefully find our way to the front again and get back chiseling on a bigger point lead.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations on finishing second tonight. Not quite the outcome you wanted, but still a good night overall for points.
Yeah, I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah.
Who do you want to give a shout out to?
Got to give a shout out to Marcy and Vivi and our new dog Moose. Really was kind of even dreading racing tonight just because I was looking forward to hanging out with him. So luckily they're still up and go. He's a big old cuddle bug, so go cuddle with them, and appreciate you and Dean and Tom, everything y'all do with the broadcast, putting on the race and everything. Still graphics and design, Vol Staunton Racing, JBM, 51 Raceworks, Peanut Baker Racing, Elite Bait and Tackle, Elite Crappie Jigs, Elite Performance Industries, Rise Bracelets, Mama Tried Welding Caps, Archangel Custom Welding Fabrication, and I'm sure my dad was watching, so always shout out to them for appreciate their support.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations. We look forward to seeing you battle back next week.
Yeah, I appreciate it, buddy. Take care.
You too. All right. He got her done tonight. Led every lap in the A main, I do believe. Driver of that number 2 car, Lock Dock Special, Josh Walker.
Hey, how's it going, Mick?
Pretty good, buddy. How does that feel?
Feels pretty good. Hey, we started 4th there and got the lead, I think late in lap 1, maybe early lap 2. So yeah, it's close enough to flag to flag. But it feels good to be able to outrun Steele there. He's been pretty dominant in these modifieds this year, and say we'll take our 2nd win of the season.
Second win of the season, and man, you definitely had to earn that one. Michael was all over your back bumper those last 15 to 20 laps.
Yeah, the racetrack had just got into that area of where the top you could still run, but the bottom was coming back, and it was just before I was really wanting to. I was hoping the racetrack would go a little further than what it did. But this place really suits me. It's a lot of like the tracks around here in the southeast. So just being smooth and being easy on the throttle and trying to manage tires and trying to keep your car from getting sideways is most definitely leads to the way I'd like to race.
Well, you were definitely pretty smooth out there for the most part. I did see you get up a little high, make a little bit of contact with that outside fence, but man, other than that 2 car was on rails.
Yeah, I had a little distraction there trying to wash my mirror and see exactly what was going on with Steele and Hermes behind me, and kind of entered too hard, too high, getting into one there, and kind of tapped the wall, and then it gets bumpy, and then you're just trying to catch it. So, other than that, pretty smooth all night.
And overall for points, it looks like you only gained one more point on Michael Steele, so now you're 9 points behind.
That sounds about right. Yeah, last week at Lancaster there, that was my first time at that track, and I struggled in the street stock. Still come away with decent finish, and then come feature time in the A mods, I just junked it in one corner and had to call it a night. But other than that, like I say, we've had a good year. Hopefully, still have some bad luck along the way, and we can close that gap up just a little bit.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations to the driver of that 2 car. Who do you want to give a shout out to tonight?
I'd like to give a shout out to Lock Doc and all my teammates over at Strange Brew. I actually forgot to mention them on Monday night when we finished in the podium there. So got to thank Kyle and Steven and Todd and Bobby Mays and all those guys. I'd like to thank you for putting this on for us and give us a place to race on these Thursday nights. About the only dirt deal I actually race throughout the week, so I appreciate it, and it scratches my itch until I get my real car done.
There you go, buddy. Well, congratulations. We'll look forward to seeing you back next week.
Alrighty, appreciate it.
You have a wonderful night.
You too, Mick.
All right, that's going to do it for us here at All the Dirt. Tune in back next week. We will be back with more racing action from the street stocks to the A mods. You guys have a wonderful night, and thank you very much for tuning in. We are out.